Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking into something pretty interesting. The potential, let's say, friction between Steve Bannon, longtime Trump ally, and the new Pope Leo IV.
Right, and the really big headline here is that Pope Leo is the first American pope ever. So quite a moment.
Absolutely. We've got some initial reactions, especially from Bannon, and we want to sort of unpack those against the backdrop of Trump's relationship with Pope Francis.
Exactly. The mission really is to look at these early signs and figure out what they might mean moving forward.
Okay, so kicking off with Bannon, his reaction wasn't exactly a warm welcome, was it?
No, not at all. He seemed quite surprised, maybe even concerned. He pointed to the Pope's past social media activity.
Stuff critical of American politicians. Wait.
Yeah, exactly. And Bannon basically predicted right off the bat, definite friction.
Wow. Okay. So no waiting around. He sees conflict coming.
Seems like it. It's interesting how quickly he drew that line based on past statements. Makes you wonder what specifically he's bracing for.
Which I guess connects back to the history with Pope Francis.
I think so. The sources remind us that Trump and Francis, well, they didn't always see eye to eye. Francis has this progressive reputation, particularly criticizing anti-immigrant views.
And Bannon was involved there too, wasn't he? Trying to sort of undermine Francis.
He was, yeah. He supported Cardinal Raymond Burke, who's very conservative, and clashed quite openly with Francis on things like LGBTQ plus issues.
Burke got demoted eventually, didn't he?
He did, which kind of highlights the tensions that were already there within the church hierarchy and how Bannon was trying to play into that.
So now we have Pope Leo IV, Robert Prevost, first American Pope. Huge.
Historically massive, yeah. But the sources say he was seen as an ally of Pope Francis.
And he himself had criticized Trump's immigration positions online.
That's right. So even before he became Pope, some pro-Trump activists were already attacking him, basically expecting him to continue Francis's policies.
So the American nationality might not smooth things over if the policy differences are still there.
That seems to be the question, doesn't it? Will that shared nationality matter more, or will these kind of fundamental disagreements on politics and social issues dominate?
And Bannon seems focused squarely on immigration already.
Very much so. He explicitly said he'd stand by Trump if Pope Leo opposes a mass deportation program.
That phrase, stand by, it definitely echoes Trump's comment to those far-right groups before January 6th.
It does carry that resonance, yeah. Whether intentional or not, the choice of words is, well, notable.
But then you look at Trump's own initial public statement.
Right. Quite different. Trump called it a great honor for our country. Very positive, focusing on the historical significance.
That's a real contrast in tone, isn't it? Trump emphasizing the national pride, Bannon immediately jumping to policy battle lines.
It is, and we should remember, Trump himself wasn't shy about criticizing Pope Francis directly in the past. So his positive statement now is maybe interesting.
So summing it up then, we have the first American Pope, who seems aligned with his predecessor on key issues Bannon and Trump disagree with.
Bannon's already signaling conflict, especially in immigration, using some loaded language.
Yet Trump's first public reaction was surprisingly, maybe strategically upbeat and patriotic.
It really sets up this potentially complex situation. You've got national identity potentially rubbing up against deep political and ideological divides.
Definitely a dynamic to watch.
So it leaves you wondering, doesn't it? With these contrasting initial signals and that whole history simmering in the background, what are the real long-term prospects for the relationship between, say, U.S. conservatives and the Vatican now that it's led by an American? It's far from simple.